Hello, all you weirdos. Jim here, and I think everybody knows there's never a shortage of two things at DC Comics. Those are Batman books and events. And seriously, we just got out from under the rubble and wreckage that we like to call Gothamore, but yet here we are again, thrown into yet another crossover event. Now, I'm not talking about Beast World. I'll be doing those reviews later. What I'm talking about here is possibly the crossover event of the holiday season, Batman, Santa Claus, Silent Night.
You are all weirdos.
Weird science is the revolution. Weird science is the revolution.
Batman, Santa Claus, Silent Night #1 is written by Jeff Parker with art by Michelle Bandini, colors by Alex Sinclair, and letters by Pat Brousseau. Now, again, when you hear that Batman and Santa Claus teaming up crossover event, it seems wacky, right? What is this all about? So to start, I will read the solicit for this #1 issue, but it's really the solicit for the series in general. Here it goes. Santa Claus is coming to town. The 4-part crossover event of a generation begins when a not-so-jolly Saint Nick hits Gotham City to investigate a brutal crime in the days leading up to Christmas. What manner of man or beast could have committed such atrocities? With the help of his former student Batman, Santa will learn and team up with the heroes of the DC Universe to right this wrong. Or the world wakes up to coal in their stockings. I think there might be something a little more at stake, possibly brutal death, right? Not just coal in your stocking, though I guess maybe that's a downer as well. A brutal two-fisted holiday tale of hope, wonder, and monster hunting is the perfect treat to ring in the holidays. It's Claus in canon. Now, two things crossed my mind while reading that solicit. #1, that might be the stupidest, silliest idea for a miniseries ever. #2 is that it might also be the most awesome idea for a miniseries ever. I like Jeff Parker. He doesn't do a lot of DC anymore, so it's nice to see him back doing some stuff. I did expect this to be a little more jokey, silly because of my background of the Jeff Parker stuff I've read, but you also have Michelle Bandini's art, which is pretty damn good. So what happens in the issue? Well, after a bunch of carolers are murdered in Gotham, and I don't know about you, but carolers do kind of annoy me. I'm not real big on them, so having them murdered, I thought, okay, we're starting this pretty fun and good, right? Oh my God, it's supposed to be bad. Batman and Damian Wayne, Robin, call on Zatanna and find out that the Drog, ancient Norse vampires, are responsible. On cue, a couple of them show up, attack our trio, and that's when ass-kicking, vampire-hunting Santa Claus comes in, and it's one of those wow moments that I didn't know I needed until I saw it. I know that we've all seen Santa as a hulking hero before in comics, movies, etc., but it's something that I actually don't ever get tired of. We find out that Santa was one of Batman's mentors back in the day, which is cool, but I really, really love seeing Damian Wayne lose his mind, because if anybody thought that Damian Wayne believed in Santa Claus, you haven't really been reading anything with Damian Wayne. And the idea that Damian Wayne sees Santa right there in front of him with his own eyes is such a cool play, because he still doesn't want to believe it. But when we move from there, the issue goes really, really quick. And I like the pacing of it. You end up finding out, oh my God, Nightwing and Batgirl call for help. They're across Gotham. They're also getting attacked by a bunch of these drugs. So they go to help them out. And after Zatanna uses way more backwards magic than my little brain can handle, and I'm telling you, backwards magic is one of my Achilles heels. It's my kryptonite. I can't stand it. It gives me a headache. But eventually, I'm able to figure it out. I should make a video at some point of me attempting to read backwards magic, and it would be the comedy hit of the century of how dumb I am when that pops up. But we do end up then getting some pretty cool Santa mythology that points to why the Drog have returned. Again, something really neat. It's Krampus. It is really cool. It's a cool way to tie all of this in and together. And in that, it's Damian Wayne, who figures this out. Damian Wayne, who still, in my mind, doesn't want to accept any of this is really happening, but he is able to figure it out. Batman Santa Claus Silent Night #1 was a bit darker than I expected, but that doesn't mean it isn't fun. It is still a lot of fun. Things are just getting started, but Jeff Parker has set up enough in this first issue to really have me excited to see what's coming next. And Michelle Bandini's art is really good. Like I said, it is really, really good art as well. The first issue is already on the DC Infinite app, so if you're a subscriber, definitely read this issue. But even if you aren't, I think that I would recommend picking this up. Just don't look at it as, oh, this is a goofy thing, it's a cash grab, whatever. It's actually a pretty cool and fun little story so far. I hope it just gets better and better as we continue. Now, to end this, the reviewer in me wants to end this with some sort of holiday pun. I'm telling you, when you see reviews for books like this, the reviewers always go back to that Reviewer 101 lame book where you have to do that sort of thing because, of course, I want to be on the back of the trade when this comes out, right? So here goes. Batman Santa Claus Silent Night #1 is a surprise gift that is sure to put a smile on everyone's face, even those on the naughty list. See, I think that works. I could have said that if you don't pick it up, you'll be put on the naughty list, but I don't want to be a hater like that. I don't want to wish the naughty list on anybody out there. But with all that said and done, I'm going to give this an 8.5 out of 10. I really did like it. I really had some fun with this, and we're going to have it each week here in December. So it's some little cool extra bonus. Like I said, it's kind of a little, stocking stuffer, if you will, a little tiny gift that we'll be getting throughout December that I think is something that, is a neat little play. And I'd love to hear what everyone else thought about it. So if you have read it, please let me know what you thought about in the comments below. And as always, subscribe, like the video, and please make sure you have a fun and safe holiday season. So before I do go, though, I had mentioned in my Batman review this week that I'm going back and forth with different types of reviews. These quick reviews with just me, and then also reviews with kind of guest hosts that I have on the podcast and things like that converted into videos. And I'd like to hear what people prefer, what people like, and even if you have some books and things like that that I haven't covered yet and you might like to, listen to reviews from, let me know. But with that, I also want to remind everyone to check out the show description, the video description, where you'll have links to a bunch of things. And a lot of the things, even if I do solo reviews, I will still be reviewing them on the podcast, Marvel and DC, in more of an in-depth way. So I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to do all this, how I'm going to kind of play this YouTube game that I'm not very good at. But with all that, again, thanks, everybody. Have a fun and safe holidays, and I will talk to you all later.
You are all weirdos.
Weird science is the revolution. Weird science is the revolution.